Hello friends, welcome to our channel. You must listen to the words of Lord Krishna. Before going to sleep at night and after waking up in the morning, it will change your life. Let's listen to the words without any delay. Sri Krishna says that a lazy person can never be successful. A person who loves to relax a lot in life does not like to work hard. How can such a person be successful? So if you want to do some work, then give up laziness from now onwards. You should never postpone your work, because that person does not like to delay work. By not understanding the importance of it, he makes himself sad in vain, and in the end he is left with no time to do anything. The main reason for a person not being successful in life is lack of self-confidence. Only that person is successful in life. 1. Who has faith in himself. A person who does not have faith in himself can never be successful. Once the generous king narrated his sorrow to Lord Sri Krishna, and said that, "Oh, Lord, when I was born, my mother abandoned me, and in this my what was my crime? Dronacharya refused to teach me because he did not consider me a kshatriya. What was my crime in this? I was insulted in the Rupadi Swayamvar, because I am not a part of Maharaja's family." In reply, Sri Krishna said, "Oh, particle, listen carefully. When I was born, I was in prison, and as soon as I was born, my death was waiting for me that night. The night I was born, I was separated from my parents, and I had to do all the work that a poor family has to do. I used to pick up cow dung with my hands. When I could not walk, there were deadly attacks on me. Repeated attempts were made to kill me. I had no education in my childhood. Neither did I have a palace, nor a gurukul, nor a huge army. But even then my maternal uncle considered me his biggest enemy. My life too has gone through many challenges. It is not so important how many times you are insulted in life, but it is important how you are responding to that insult. Do you have the knowledge which you are able to use and how to move forward by overcoming all these challenges? We grow. This is the most important thing. When we cannot learn anything from books only, we can learn a lot from some selfish people also. The mistake is the same. It happens to the one who works hard. In the life of a useless person, his life gets spent in finding faults in others. Respect is not for a human being. It is for the need. If the need ends, then the respect ends. Learn to speak, or else you will have to hear it all your life. There is nothing wrong in flying. You should fly only to the extent from where you can clearly see the ground. Only those people care about you who can hear you even when you are silent. Worry only to the extent that the work is done in winning, and not so much that your life is ruined. You should be careful with your words, no matter how intelligently you speak. The listener interprets its meaning according to his ability and thoughts. Believe me, even the one who has forgotten you will remember you. Just let his days of benefit come. This is the story of life, that you do not get the desired character in it. Life is lived on one's own strength. Only dead bodies are carried on the shoulders of others. Your smile is God's signature on your face. Do not let it be washed away by your tears or erased by anger. No person in this world can become our friend or enemy. It is our behavior and words that make people our friends and enemies. The person who cries about his sorrows all the time, but happiness that stands outside returns. The one who has hope passes every test of life. Not everyone is yours, and this is the truth. How strange are the people of this world, leaving the toys behind. They play with emotions. Great minds discuss ideas. The average mind discusses events, and the small mind discusses people. Always remain silent at these 5 places. First, where your words have no value. Second, where you do not have to regret after speaking. Third, if your speaking hurts someone's feelings. Fourth is if you are angry, because in anger a person says anything without thinking. And fifth is when there is no one to listen to your understanding. If you also feel pain seeing someone suffering, then understand that God resides in your soul. Only seek peace. Needs are never fulfilled. All the fights in life are about desires. Neither does anyone want sorrow, nor does anyone want less, whose intentions are always clear. Many times people are against the person. If someone gets fed up with you, leave him, because it is better to become a memory than to become a burden. The purchase of lies does not last long. Only the truth stays with you till the end. Don't make fun of a person's future by looking at his present, because time has so much power that it can slowly turn coal into a diamond. When time decides, witnesses are not needed. It is the word that finishes a person's work. I will do it tomorrow. Neither it is good to speak too much nor to remain silent for too long. just as too much rain is. Not good. Too much sunlight is also not good. Think about it when our birth does not happen as per our wish, then our death also does not happen as per our wish. So how can all the arrangements that happen between birth and death be according to our wish? Take advantage of every opportunity in life, but not of anyone's compulsion. If life gives you a chance, it also deceives you. If you want to be happy in today's times, we will have to become selfish. This is not us, but the truth of this era going crazy after those who cannot value our feelings is not love, but stupidity. If winds can change the direction of weather, then prayers too can surely change the moment of trouble. Which is in the heart, have the courage to say what is in the other person's heart. Have the understanding to understand it. Relationships will never break with your dedication, courage, and positive thoughts. With the help of this, a person can come out successfully even in many difficult situations. It is a sure thing that you cannot finish the work if you do not start it. The hardest part of any work is to start it. Never give up. Today is a difficult day. Yes, tomorrow will be better, but the day after tomorrow will be golden. If a person has the desire to do something, then nothing is impossible in this world. Where it becomes difficult to understand others, it is better to make yourself understand. The body is made of clay. All borrowings are from the breath. If there is pride, then what is the point? We all are tenants here. Problems are a part of life. The one who stepped over his problems won. And the one who let his problems take over got robbed. Many times in life we have faced we come out of big problems as if someone is supporting us. And we call that invisible power God. So remember that when the world abandons you, God holds your hand. Learn to pause a little in front of anger, and learn to be careful of your mistakes. Learn to bow down a little in front of that which is not in your hand. If you face it, then your life will become hell. You have learnt this much lesson in life. If you keep worrying, then you will lose yourself. If you stay carefree, the world will move on. Loneliness has a different joy. There is no fear of anyone leaving you. You have considered yourself weak. Otherwise, what you can do, no one else can do. Fate changes only with hard work, not by sitting and thinking. Life is very short. That's why it is better to fulfill your dreams than chasing someone. Walking on the right path is a bit difficult, but no one can make you fall on that path. As soon as a child falls, he starts walking. As soon as a person drowns, he starts swimming. One learns not to step back in fear of an injury, because only after getting hurt, a person starts handling himself. There will be millions of taunts on failure. But do not be disappointed, because this is the time when you will recognize that. After mother, only courage supports a man, which never lets a man down. Nature does not let us lose, it has made us all diamonds. The only condition is that only the one who polishes will shine. Everything is not learnt from books only. A lot can be learnt from some selfish people too. Never insult any needy person at your doorstep. Don't, because the one above does. Ain't take long to change the bowl. Today he has made the way, for tomorrow you will definitely reach your destination. This effort filled with courage will surely pay off someday. Nothing is permanent in this world. Neither time, nor love, nor hate, nor relationships. If no one understands you, then do not worry. Because good people and good books understand everyone. Friendship is not a selfishness, but a trust, where there is a responsibility to support, from laughter and jokes and happiness to support in times of crisis. Here no false promises are made, but real efforts are made. A person who speaks the truth and walks on the right path always tells the world it feels bitter no matter how much you praise, but insults should be given very thoughtfully. Devotion is a small word, but the life of the one who gets attached to it changes. When relationships start making you cry, learn to ignore them. Life will become very easy even before the sorrow comes. A person who is unhappy suffers more than necessary. Failure is a part of life. If you never fail, you will never learn, and when you do not learn, as a result there will be no change in you, and neither will you be able to learn many things. Therefore, there is no need to fail in life. Failures are very important. The one who changes his fate by fighting with time is the only man who can change his destiny. Never think what will happen tomorrow. You may change your image tomorrow. Happiness depends on freedom, and freedom depends on how hopeful you are. Without trust, no relationship in this world can last long. If due to some mistake, tomorrow your day will change. If you are sad, then don't waste your day remembering him. The one who is lost in his goal, consider that he has become successful. Sri Krishna says that there are 5 reasons for the destruction of a man. Sleep, anger, fear, fatigue, and the habit of procrastinating are not the keys to success and happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will definitely be successful. A person who does good to others always has to face troubles because the trees that always bear fruits are always pelted with stones. Earned in truth, earned money gives happiness in every way. Money earned through deceit always gives sorrow. There is no better answer than keeping quiet, and there is no bigger punishment than forgiving. When dreams are not fulfilled by hard work, then change the path, not the principles, because the trees, even the leaves, always change, not the root. If your thoughts start becoming pure by the company of someone, then understand that that person is not an ordinary person. It is your difficult times that make you strong and a wise person. A person is one who learns the special qualities of others by looking at them, and does not compare them with them or be jealous of them. In today's times, only he is God who has money and position. Today, money has become another name for relationships. No matter how much dirt there is in the house, if you have money, then your illiteracy, your bad deeds, your bad behavior, everything will be forgiven. This is Kali Yuga. Here bad may or may not happen to bad, but bad definitely happens to good. Never give so much importance to anyone in life that it will take away the smile from your face. Don't share the problems of your life with anyone because 80% people don't care about it. Rest 20% people will be happy that you have these problems in your life. Sri Krishna says that you pretend. Some people understand everything when the time of their own will comes. Do not share your problems with everyone. If someone is talking sweetly or showing sympathy, it does not mean that he is your well-wisher. You have to suffer the consequences of your deeds in any case. A good person is not selfish, he just moves away from those people who do not appreciate him. The person who is angry and crying tells everyone about his selfishness. Whatever he says is true because anger and crying force a person to speak the truth. Do not expect too much from anyone because the more the attachment, the deeper is the wound. Glass and relationship both are delicate, but there is a difference between the two. It's just that the glass breaks by mistake and the relationship is broken due to misunderstanding. Sorrow cannot be sold, and happiness cannot be bought. Sometimes that person makes you cry. For whose happiness you can do anything, friend. By looking at the color of the face, don't make it. Dark skin is fine, but not dark heart. Time plays the whole game of life. A person just plays his role. It does not matter how many people you trust or do not trust. You should trust yourself the most. It should be so. It is the biggest stupidity to get influenced by the words of others and create a wrong image of a person in your mind. No matter how much you try to make some people your own, they prove that they can never be yours. They change themselves in time. It is better to accept it, because if the time changes, then it will be very painful. Some people make every relationship for their own benefit. After getting their work done, they break the hearts of true people. They understand more than them. No one is clever, but in reality they themselves break their fate if they want to go then. Let them go. Why should they hold on to it? Love feels good in relationships, not begging. A wife does not need wings to fly, but needs companionship and closeness with her husband. Once upon a time, there was a poor man who used to work as a gardener in the king's palace. He had planted many kinds of fruit trees in the garden of the royal palace. He used to pluck the ripe fruits and present them to the king. Many times he used to be happy and would not tolerate them. The king would also give him a reward. Once there were mangoes, grapes, and coconuts in the garden. The gardener reached the garden with a basket and started thinking. Which fruit should he take for the king today? After thinking for a while, he plucked the grapes and filled the basket with them for the king. The king was a little worried in those days. He had received information from a spy that the king of the neighboring kingdom was preparing to attack him. He was lost in deep thought about this matter when the gardener came to him and quietly placed a basket in front of him and gave him some things. The king went far away and sat down. While churning, he started eating grapes from the basket. He would eat half the grapes and throw the other half away. The grapes would fall on the gardener. As soon as the grapes touched the owner, he would eat the grapes. It seems he is saying, "God, you are very kind." The king was lost in his thoughts and did not notice that he was throwing grapes at the gardener. Once again he threw the grapes at the owner. And the gardener again said, "God, you are very kind," this time to the king. Attention. went towards the gardener. He looked at him with surprise and asked, "Gardener, I am throwing false fruits at you. And you are saying that God is very kind. What kind of mercy is there in this?" The gardener replied, "Maharaj, today there were 3 kinds of fruits in the garden: mango, grapes, and coconut. I was thinking which fruit to bring for you. By the grace of God, it came to my mind that I should bring grapes for you, and I brought grapes. Imagine what would have happened to me if I had brought mango or coconut. So I am saying that God is very kind." King Mali started thinking that I was worried in vain. By the grace of God, he came to know about the plan initiated by the king of the neighboring kingdom in time. Due to this, he prepared to protect his kingdom. He got enough time, he thanked the God and started preparing to protect the king. When the war took place, he was victorious and saved his kingdom. Friends, this is what we learn in this video. It is like this, that the cycle of time is sometimes good times and sometimes bad times. We forget to thank God in good times and start complaining in bad times, whereas the need is that we should thank God for good times and God for bad times. Be thankful to God that He has created these situations for us to face them. By facing small problems, we become capable of facing bigger problems. Therefore, we should be thankful to God for the small problems that come in life. Do not panic, stay positive, and think about the solution of the problem. Make a plan and join in the solution. Bad circumstances are a test of your determination. Sri Krishna says that one can move ahead after losing a person, but his emptiness can be filled, even more than by thousands of people. It cannot be filled, those who know how to wait patiently. Everything reaches them on some excuse or the other, until you fight the adverse circumstances. They will continue to dominate you. Don't just depend on time, only the lucky one's hands may remain empty, but those who work hard never have empty hands. Friends, if you like these words of Lord Shri Krishna, then definitely write Jai Shri Radha Krishna in the comment. And to see such inspirational videos for this, subscribe to our channel. Thank you, Jai Shri Radha Krishna.